The following program was produced at the media facilities at Hofstra University's School of Communication.
He's an incredible worldwide business success, and Pantone is a worldwide institution.
Larry Herbert stands out as one of our most successful alumni.
My dad is an incredible inspiration.
He and his wife are a leader in terms of generosity.
I graduated in '51, it was a small school. Okay, now it's become a big university, and it's moving forward. I wanted to become a doctor at one point, and I was attending Brooklyn College, but I felt that I wasn't getting enough of personal instruction over there and the type of education that would lead me to a medical college. A friend of mine was going here, and he says, why don't you come out and take a look at it? And I just felt that it was a great place to be. The classes were small, the relationship with the teacher was close, so to speak. I just was missing that. And it was a strain for me because I had to work full time to be able to pay for this. But the point is, when you want something, you have to work hard enough to get it. I served in Korea in '52 and left in '53. I actually came back to Hofstra to do some graduate work here, but then I took a temporary job at this company called Pantone. I had gotten married, my wife became pregnant, and I felt, well, this is not going to work. So I decided to stay at Pantone, and I liked the company so much I bought it later on.
He epitomizes what Hofstra University strives to do. We educate smart students who are go-getters and entrepreneurial. They work hard. That's what Larry Herbert did with his company. He's an incredible worldwide business success.
My first memories of my father at work at Pantone was really when he was color matching all of the cosmetics and makeup. And I just had the biggest and best selection of makeup than any 6-year-old girl could have had. It was also really joyful to work beside my family, my father, and learn from him because he was such a great mentor. It definitely had an effect on how I carry on in the business world. The Pantone Matching System and what my dad created really revolutionized the world of color, design, creativity, manufacturing. And today, as we're celebrating our 50 years, Pantone colors are really embedded in everything that we see, everything that we read, and it's just a phenomenal success. And not only in the United States, but globally.
We first met, it was a blind date. His best friend was dating my best friend at the time, and I was on a break from a show I was doing, a play. And that's how we met, and I thought, oh, he's a really nice guy. He's very involved with all of his children. He's a great father, and I think he's taught all of his children so many things. To take the Pantone system from its infancy to what it's become, I think it's a lifelong legacy because it revolutionized the industry. What I think really drives him, whether it's Hofstra or AFI or the ballet or Alzheimer's research, is giving back.
I wasn't there, but I'm told that Larry first found the AFI in 1981 at the AFI tribute to Fred Astaire. Now, Larry's well known for his passion for dance, and he's well known for his passion for the movies, and this was the night where they were going to come together as one. Now, the only problem was that the former leadership of the AFI didn't really know who Larry was. And so when he attended the event, now as he tells it, his words, they sat me in Siberia. They sat me near the men's room. Somehow, Larry forgave the AFI, and he's been serving on the AFI Board of Trustees ever since. And Larry, you've had good seats since then, is that true?
Every time I see Larry, my eyes goes to his clothing. Such unbelievable taste he has in men's clothing. And I always comment, I said, Larry, you're the best dressed man I've ever met. I go, over here. But most importantly about Larry is Pantone. And I'll tell you, to this day, the New York City Ballet, we do not make one decision, costume-wise or scenic-wise. Whenever we pick colors, it's Larry's colors.
Though I'm the provost, I'm also the Lawrence Herbert Distinguished Professor. This was through the generosity of Larry Herbert. So everywhere I go, I carry his name proudly as the professorship that I have as provost.
One of the things that I do remember of Larry was that he spearheaded the preservation of Hofstra Hall, and it stands to this day as one of the special structures at Hofstra University.
Hofstra Hall, which was the original building at Hofstra University, was in very, very bad shape. And I think to see that resurrected was sort of symbolic for all of us that that was, in fact, what the university was doing, preserving our roots, but modernizing and moving forward.
Hofstra is an institution very clearly on the move. The schools we have just added in the last couple of years have enhanced that growth, starting with the medical school, continuing with the School of Engineering and Applied Science, continuing further with the School of Health Sciences and Human Services, hosting the presidential debate in 2008, hosting the presidential debate in 2012, makes us an even more visible national institution.
Every year that I've been president, the proceeds of the gala go to fund student scholarships. And there isn't any other need as great on the part of Hofstra University and the next generation of leaders as is scholarship money. And therefore, in order to attract the best and brightest students in the nation, we need as much scholarship aid for them as possible so that they can afford to come here and we could keep turning out alums who are as successful as Larry Herbert.
I was at Pantone, I needed some money, and I had this older woman who was in the carpool with me, and I told her about my idea. And I said, if you owe me the money, you'll be 50% partners. So she drove me right over to the bank, told the vice president, give me a check for $50,000, and I was able to, with that money, be able to take control of Pantone. A year later, I actually paid her back in cash. Years later, I went public and gave her a stock certificate for 25,000 shares of stock, and she gave it back to me. She said, I don't want it, Larry. She said, look, just want one thing from you. And I said, what's that? He said, you're going to be very successful one of these days, and I want you to start giving it back to people. I said, all right, Elsie, I'll do it.
I'm proud to say that I'm your friend, Larry. Thank you for all your support for Hofstra and your support in the community.
Larry, I just want to say thank you both on a personal level and as provost of Hofstra University. Your support has made a real difference in the growth and development of this institution.
Dad, thank you for being such an inspiration to my life and being so supportive. I'm so proud of you and this wonderful honor that you have at Hofstra. Love you. Mwah.
Thank you, Larry, for giving us such a great, wonderful life. I love you.
Larry, I want to thank you. I want to thank Michelle. Everything you've done for us, the New York City Ballet. And I want to tell you that we do nothing without checking your colors.
When I think of Larry Herbert, I think of color. Just like in The Wizard of Oz, when the sepia tones of Kansas turn into that brilliant color through the doorway, Larry lights up the world in the same way.
Larry, I want to thank you for being our honoree, but more than that, I want to thank you for once again helping your alma mater to reach its full potential. We're so proud of what you've accomplished in your life. Thank you so much.